Hi, you're listening to Celluloid Slaughter. If you like the insane ramblings and just general stupidity that you're hearing here, you're gonna love The Unlucky Ones. It's a D&D podcast where we're not sure what we're doing, but we're making it work.
Hey man, good to see you.
Good to see you too, Joe.
Yeah, nice dropping in here. You got a nice little podcast spot.
Yeah, we're getting really set up here. It's a lot more professional this time.
Yeah. Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Oh, all right.
Hi everyone, welcome to Celluloid Slaughter. I'm your host, Jimmy, and this is my co-host,
Joe.
And today we are going to fucking demolish a movie called Rental.
Oh God. What a waste of time.
It had so much potential.
Did it though? Wait.
No, I'm saying cast-wise. Cast-wise, not director or plot or anything. Cast-wise, they had some really good talent.
Yeah, the talent.
And they did nothing with it.
The talent is fair to say, they're talented.
Yeah. That's about all you can say about them, though.
Yeah, it's like hard to dig into it because they don't really give much of them anything to do. And Alison Brie's husband, Dave Franco.
That's her husband?
Yeah, they're married.
Oh, that explains why her character had zero sex the entire movie.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. And then her...
That sort of makes a lot more sense now that I think about it. I'm like, why does everyone else have a sex scene but her?
Yeah, that was a crazy little movie, I swear.
And we now have the budget to have a computer to search stuff up as we do this. So, speaking of the cast that they fucking wasted, Dan Stevens.
Okay, first of all, Dan Stevens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the microphone just fell a little, but it's good.
He's our lead, right?
Yeah, he's our, technically, because I'm pretty sure Jeremy Allen White, the younger brother,
yeah,
he feels like he was more of the main character, but I don't know.
The thing with Dan is he's not a very likable protagonist, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, you don't have to like all the protagonists, as we discussed in our very first episode about Shaun the Dead. Fucking Harry Potter. I forget what the character's name was. Was his name Dan?
Which one? The guy that was in love with Liz?
Yeah, the simp.
Oh, yeah.
No, there's a good description of what that word means for you, Joe.
Yeah, okay.
Because I know you misuse it a lot.
I don't know how to use it. It's not something I like. Normally.
Josh. That's what it was.
Okay.
Josh is a complete simp.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't have to have a likable protagonist or a good guy to be the protagonist. A movie like Joker has shown us that the protagonist doesn't have to be a good guy, or movies like Heat or other stuff.
Fight Club,
Club. They don't have to be good people.
But do the audience know it? The audience is pretty dumb sometimes, but with this, like, it's not even in a conversation. The conversation of this is like, you give people the idea. Okay, the idea is simple. We're gonna have people in a rental, Airbnb for a weekend.
Right. A very nice one out by the beach and everything.
Yeah. And they're gonna be creeped on by cameras.
Yeah. What is
voyeurs.
it? Voyeur?
Yeah.
Voyeurs. Being creeped on by voyeurs.
But nothing really comes of it, and nor does anything get shown of it.
You get shown the footage at the end of the movie of not them, but the next rentals.
Yeah, the thing with that is, I
still doesn't
feel
make any
like
sense.
The montage at the very end
should have been at the very beginning.
Yes, that should have been the opening title sequence. It's creepy. You have all the
it gets you
the
enthralled
character,
and everything.
The actors' names.
Right. You're seeing this happen somewhere else, so you don't expect it to happen at the one they go to. We get the scene of him walking in, him sitting down, just like him changing all the stuff on, just sitting there. Then we see all the footage. We don't know who he is or who they are. without any context, we don't know that he's gonna end up being the killer.
If anything, it's gonna set you up for like the fear of going to an Airbnb,
right? Going to that one after they go to this one or something.
You do the montage at the beginning. They build up tension, not this landscape long shot with this. Landscape long shot with this like over seriously bearing score, which I honestly, was that like temp music from another movie or something?
Yeah, it's the leftover music from Nerve.
Yeah, it was something, and I was like, okay, it's taking itself serious. That's what it's setting itself up to be.
Right.
You know, you have this overly dramatic music. But then it cuts to two couples.
Look at that. Look at that Airbnb. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh, it's my brother / your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I clearly want to fuck you. Oh, wow.
I seriously...
What's subtle?
I was like, okay, so, like, that's his brother.
Yeah.
And his brother's girlfriend is also his business partner. That's very, like, okay, you're going to cut to that really...
Like... Yeah, okay, there's gonna be the cheating scene. That makes sense, okay.
Like,
sure.
I thought you guys were a couple.
Yeah, the way that they open it up, it's like, aren't you guys the couple?
Then they keep on talking about, we deserve this. This is such a great...
Right, exactly. I thought that this was them planning a secret thing for each other to do, and then call it a business retreat and everything, but then the brother walks in and they're like, oh, yeah, we're playing... But she was so quick to be like, oh, yeah, we're playing this for us and everything. I'm like, oh... So it's not them getting caught and then cluing the other people into it.
Yeah, I get it, but there's no subtlety.
Like, it feels like if they wanted to set this part up, it should have been the brother. Yeah. The brothers finding this and being like, oh, wow. Or maybe the girlfriends and everything. Because then it would make sense. Because it would be like, we don't suspect anything right away. It's not like we're immediately shown that, hey, I'm pretty sure these two are the couple.
Yeah. Then there would be more tension to be building on top of the voyeur creep,
right?
As well, you know, the voyeur creep that's second threat. You know, if that was the case,
if a threat at all,
exactly. And the major threat would be like, oh crap, our spouses are going to be like suspecting of a thing, so we gotta, all four of us gotta go. You know, so no one realizes.
That's what I thought the scene would be.
That's what I thought
the brother would come in and be like, hey, I'm in the neighborhood, and I thought, pop by. Mm-hmm. Oh, whoa, you guys are looking at Airbnb? What? You two rascals, you thinking of inviting us to go there? That, and then, like, he leaves, and they're like, God damn it. He wasn't supposed to see that. Yeah. Well, now we gotta invite him so he doesn't get suspicious. And you gotta invite your wife. You gotta invite your wife now and everything. Yeah. And it's like, that would have been a better scene.
That's you made the story so much more complex and intriguing just doing that. My major issue with this movie is we have Joe Swanberg. Like, I like the guy's work and everything, right? But this feels derivative of so many other things he's done, but like a watered down version of the two couples and they're cheating and shit.
Right, because that's all he does.
It's just like drinking buddies, you know. It's the same thing, just thrown into a different pile, and now it's in this slasher voyeur movie, but it's not even a slasher movie. The kills aren't even good.
The kills are so... Okay.
Most of them aren't even on screen in like a fashionable way at all. Like, we just see Allison Brie bruised up on the ground.
I hate the kills, and I've expressed this to you. I hate the kills because I'm a big horror fan. And I think a very similar movie, a very similar concept, kinda, You're Next, did a far better job. And it was like, how the fuck did you...
Speaking of that, you know who's in that?
Who?
Joe Swanberg.
Oh, fuck. Joe Swanberg plays the older brother who gets shot in the back, right?
I don't remember.
Sorry, I'm like
I can't remember what he looks like, but I'm pretty sure.
That most of the people in You're Next are the fucking like writers and crew members.
They're all working together. That's like, why this is so disappointing. Why would they go from working?
Why did you point this out? Now this is fucking me up. I'm like, wait, why was this a bad movie?
Yes, and I think the answer is maybe what like the
Dave Franco.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah,
I truly do. Again, also, I don't want that to be the answer and everything.
But
but like
I would.
first time director and everything.
I'm interested in seeing what else he can do.
Right.
After
right.
learning,
So am I.
it's a learning curve, you know.
Yeah.
But you really wasted Toby Huss, the character actor, as the guy who's renting out the building. You know.
Not even the villain, by the way.
No, he's a red.
Gets killed.
He's a red herring, but he would have been such a better villain than some faceless creep.
Anthony Moore Linari.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
That is our killer.
But we don't see him. There's no build-up. There's just this figure that comes out of the darkness and attacks someone.
Hey, Joe, you know in Halloween how Michael Myers was just the shadow and everything? He wasn't...
Shape.
The shape.
How dare you.
Oh, God. I can hear all the hate coming towards us. It was interesting, though, because, like, the kills were interesting. We knew the villain.
You see from his perspective.
Right.
You see him stalking. We get one or two shots of the POV shots of the killer in this movie at the beginning. And I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to have, like, a combination. Like, it's a hybrid. It's going to be an old school slasher mixed with what Joe Swanberg's known for, you know? And I was like, okay, this is an interesting idea. But...
This has a 5.8 on IMDb, and I feel like that's too high.
How much money has this movie made?
Oh, I'm sure I can see somewhere on here. Rental earnings?
Yeah. Yeah, nothing's popping up. Just because the title is The Rental.
Right, I hate that.
Is that even a proper
Such
title?
An uninteresting title, uninteresting fucking villain.
Okay.
It gave me the fucking Rent 2000. That's not what I'm asking for. Is it The Rental?
Yes. So with the title, The Rental, the most interesting thing about it, if you're just like glancing by it, scrolling through, The Rental, is the poster. But the poster makes no sense. It looks almost as if it's a alien abduction movie or something.
Oh, fuck off, pretentious ass fucking poster for such a shitty film.
It looks interesting.
It looks interesting,
but it also looks derivative.
It doesn't play into the fucking film.
It plays into, like, okay, well, the world's getting turned upside down. That's what they're saying with the poster.
It makes it look like there's a supernatural element that isn't in there.
No, there's just the creep factor. And they really could have gone more into the creep factor advertising-wise.
So would you like to hear the box office earnings?
Yeah.
$713,005.
Good for them. How much was the budget?
I was about to look that up
probably
next.
$2-3 million.
Probably.
You know,
honestly,
I'm just guessing the scope of the movie, the cast, and they're all friends. You know, they all know each other.
I'm not seeing a budget. Budget. The film has now earned... Well, this can't be right. Did you search up the rental movie budget and get something about South Korea and it making $19.3 million?
No. I googled the rental budget movie instead of movie budget, and Forbes on July 24th of this year, the headline says, Dave Franco talks The Rental, a sequel, and why drive-ins are good for business. So he's
We're
thinking
getting
of
a
a sequel?
With who?
We've
We've learned nothing about the villain. There's no interesting thing that you could give us that we'd want to see now.
Okay. I'm picking
There's
up
potential,
something.
but
I'm picking up on something, Jim. This what's it called? You know, like what's the word? Anthology. an anthology.
Ah, that could be
An
good.
anthology following the killer, and we have these guest star couples and shit of famous people, or it can be the ones that
Okay.
die. It's an anthology series, but it doesn't need to be.
No, and it doesn't need to get a sequel. It shouldn't get a sequel.
Let me read into this Forbes article.
I've also got a Forbes article.
You got it pulled up
on the U.S. box office and Peninsula rules. It's not giving me something for a budget though.
Yeah.
Though I do see the exact one you were talking about from July 24th.
Click on it. It's very interesting.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Let's see what nightmares this reads.
A lot of people write
I
them
think-
off as being schlocky and cheap, but the truth is the best horror films have just as much merit as these serious dramas that
Look
are
at that fucking
typically
picture of Dave Franco
recognized
at the
during
top.
award season. He's really proud of this.
Look how proud he is.
You know what? He should be proud. He directed it and wrote
Yeah.
the movie, you know? But
But that doesn't make it a good movie. Like, being proud of a movie, yeah. You know, I can be
There's-
proud of a lot of stuff I make, doesn't mean it's good,
there's
though.
elements of the movie I almost wanted to like. You know, watching it,
Because
I was
it's
like,
so similar, again, to
Of-
Your Next and other films just like that.
yeah, it's like, oh,
It
I
had-
like Joe Swanberg stuff. I'll watch
Exactly.
it. You know?
There's such good stuff and everything. It's like, why didn't this work? And I do think it is because of Dave Franco's directing.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense to the guy. Doubt he's gonna fucking hear our podcast, but I don't know. I just don't think he's much for a directing role. Because every actor fucking directs a movie at some point.
Right, but he co-wrote it with Joe Swanberg, so something about that. What did each of them bring to the movie? Because I've seen Joe Swanberg's most of his movies, Uncle Kent all the way to Win It All on Netflix. He makes some pretty good stuff.
Right. So, why was this one different? Taking a big swig?
Yeah, big cup iced tea.
I'm gonna have to get you a coaster now.
You don't need one. It doesn't bleed.
No, I know. I was just making a joke because I have one. Fuck you. It's my desk.
What'd I do?
You slammed it,
I
Joe.
didn't slam
It's
it.
picked up on the microphone. You can't say you didn't slam it.
Jim, it's obviously recorded on audio, so you can go back and listen to it to see if I slammed it or if I just set it down, and it's heavy. See? I'm not slamming it.
Just stop, though.
It's
This isn't interesting for listeners.
all right. Well, you can cut it out.
Okay, so the kills were not interesting, and I really think we could have gotten a really interesting one when... Let me go back to the cast so I can get our name right. Sheila Van? When Sheila Van, the younger brother's girlfriend who cheats on him with Dan Stevens,
Yeah.
when she ran off the cliff and died... This is a spoiler podcast, by the way.
Oh wait, yeah. I totally forgot. Does she die?
She dies.
They don't show
Well,
it.
yeah, we don't see a body.
They imply it.
Fuck. If she's gonna return, I'm gonna be a little upset.
Open-ended.
Oh, well,
It is open-ended. Yeah, her death was
Stupid
kind of
opening.
fucking lame. Like
she could have had the most interesting
I
death.
thought she was the final girl. That's why they made her the most complex character.
She's the one who has to deal with racism from Toby Huss and like everyone being kind of an asshole to her because she's like the outsider type character and everything.
Honestly, like
She had
I feel like I'm gonna get shitted on for this, but just like all of her friends thought, maybe you should just keep your mouth shut. They got the house, and now you want to create problems. This is before she saw all the cameras and shit,
right
But
because the guy didn't accept her. It's like,
it's
but then
like-
the guy was
like-
nice to her at the end, which made no sense about the whole dog thing. He's like, "Oh, I'm really sorry about your dog," and like being nice to her. And like, is he actually racist though?
He can be racist and still like dogs, but he can.
No, but I mean like when he was being nice to her because it was her dog and everything.
Oh, he probably was being genuine. I'm thinking, it just doesn't give a shit. There's certain things that some people will hate you for, but then there's certain things. Oh, really? Like they really like genuinely care, like to
Right,
a degree.
And maybe you could have formed a friendship if she didn't like,
Yeah, but
hey, fuck you, and then attacked him when he tried leaving and everything.
but her boyfriend attacking him in the bathtub and like
That was okay.
it's so sloppy.
That was hilariously sloppy because he came fucking flying in like a rocket, slammed him into the bathtub, and just fucking beat on him. Like, holy shit, dude! I know they said you got arrested for fucking assault earlier, but calm down.
Yeah, so that's the breadcrumbs. All right, breadcrumbs.
Didn't he get arrested
Foreshadow.
for nearly killing a man?
Yeah, character foreshadowing. It's looks like a simple thing that they added into the script, to explain why he did something. Then they're reading it and they're like, okay, well, why would he do this? Okay, let's just add that he has like a past like this, and
Yeah, but it's like,
oh, we can't have him go
incident.
back. Yeah, well, like it's just one
Like,
simple thing of foreshadowing.
he's got like his anger. Like they could have gone like, well, him
I
and
haven't
his anger
noticed the entire
problems.
movie. Where was the anger then?
No, they could have said something like that though, and like shown him like
Why
getting
not
mad and stuff.
show him with the temper? But at the same time, if you show him with the temper,
This is a whole plot that I wish they had fucking done. I wish they would remove the whole voyeur villain and everything. They had the camera set up. They catch the brother fucking freaking out, beating the guy up and everything. And then everyone's dead and he's running around the house yelling, I'm gonna kill you. I wish it was set up that Dan Stevens and the brother's girlfriend were the fucking killers. That it, like in Your Next and everything, they set it up. But they're trying to set him up to get him arrested so he can go away and everything. And they'll be like, oh my god. And they'll be like, oh, but, just, that would have been a fucking more interesting plot. And I so fucking thought that's where it would go. But the scene where he visibly kills Dan Stevens, I was like, but why?
yeah, that's a very interesting idea. I didn't even think about that complete direction at all of them, the Your Next vibe, but very interesting. But yeah, Dan Stevens and Alison Brie killed in the same shot. And it was so like, I was like, are you serious? He's dead?
I hated his kill because it was like, him and Jeremy Allen got like the on-screen kills, but they were so fucking lame.
It was just a hammer.
It was
Both
just
times.
a hammer.
Hammer both times. That's your kill.
But it was different sides of the hammer. It was different sides of the hammer, Joe.
All right, what is this, Drive? I don't care.
You can have a villain, a horror movie villain that uses a hammer, but make the fucking kills interesting. Michael Myers has interesting kills, and he uses a fucking kitchen knife, or his hands, or just something, and he kills people in interesting ways.
Yeah.
Make the kill interesting, and that's how you can really get good horror. Like, in fucking Jason Voorhees, what does he have? A machete, and so many other fucking things at his disposal. Have him use the hammer mainly, but also fucking kill him in just, I don't know, interesting ways. Fucking, again, I really think that if Sheila Van's character did die...
She's a jackpot.
Wow, she's a total jackpot. I know, I wish I had gone with her. It's fucking Alison Brie looks at him like, oh, well, I guess you're gonna fuck her on the trip, huh?
What the fuck is wrong
Guess I
with you?
shouldn't give you drugs, then go to sleep.
I just don't understand why they didn't all
What
just
the fuck
part.
did that plot come in, by the
They
way?
should have just all partied the same night together.
I don't know why they didn't.
The first night.
Jeremy Allen went hiking with her anyway, so what would have been the problem?
Yeah.
But Jeremy Allen's a hardened character, is he?
So the first night they could have just gone there and just like, all right, drank and because they're tired, it's a long drive. Then partied the next night. That would have solved all of Alison Brie's problems,
Alison Brie's character makes no fucking sense.
Don't you talk bad about her. Leave Annie alone.
It didn't make any sense why she didn't join in them, or why she immediately introduced the Molly.
Yeah.
Or why she had the Molly.
It's then the character.
What does her character do?
The character's...
Was her character a nurse or something?
It's not important.
Like, I really couldn't figure out what her job was and why she has Molly and why that's her character.
So these people are like in their 30s, right?
Oh yeah.
Why are they act so
Oh, just young and hip.
Yeah. Then she like when she's like on Molly, she's like pretending to lick that guy's butt crack.
Yeah, like that. Is that what Molly does?
Why is she acting like
we
this?
don't have a resident drug expert here with us, but I'm pretty sure that's not what it does. Even if we asked him, like, that's not I'm pretty sure it's not how drugs work.
It's not how the character works. It doesn't fit.
No, she... Oh no, their fucking dog died. Oh well. Where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, I expected to see...
Jeremy was such a nice person to her. Why was she being a dick?
So the dog just disappeared, then it shows back up? What's up with that?
Dog disappears and then dramatically shows up at the moment the killer is standing there waiting for it. Did the killer cut the dog loose? Who gives a shit? Cause
yeah.
Why even introduce the dog? Why was there a dog, Joe? What importance did the dog play?
So it ends with the dog walking back up to the house?
And coming inside and sniffing the guy's hand, but backing away and being like, looking for the owner.
Huh. So, when they were in that bathroom fight in the bathtub,
yeah,
and they walk out to talk about it outside, the killer just walks in and plugs his nose, just pinches the nose.
No, he takes a rag, Joe, and he places it over his face, and that's how he kills him with chloroform.
He like suffocates.
Kill someone with
he was suffocating.
No, he pours something into the rag before he does it, doesn't he?
I don't think so.
I swear to God, I remember him.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter because Toby Huss had the lamest death.
But yes, yeah. So Toby just gets like suffocated in a bathtub, and the guy walks in at the right time. Where the fuck is this guy? Oh, is he in the basement where that fucking weird door is?
The loud door, if I remember correctly.
With the code that you put in that they break in there or something? I can't remember what happens.
And he lives inside the secret panel in the wall that pops off for some reason.
Oh, he's in the attic. That's what it was, right? That's where.
No, he was in the basement.
I don't know.
But there was like a secret room, like
but how
they got in there.
This guy picks out houses with all these like secret hiding spots.
He doesn't get shown the house till he gets there. I just realized that. He does not get shown the house till he gets there. So how does he know it has the fucking secret spaces ignited? And at the end of the film, he's hiding in a fucking closet.
Yeah.
He's hiding in a closet when he does the supposed off-screen... Da-na-na-na-na.
Okay, so in all the other Airbnbs, between the Airbnb guest, each time they book the house or apartment or wherever it is, at locations, the host goes in and cleans up the place, you know?
Right.
So they didn't notice the dude standing in the closet or like be like, oh, this attic I have sealed because I am the owner and I know renters are Snoopy, you know?
It's my brother's place, her.
Yeah.
Why wasn't the killer the brother at the end? Why wasn't that the reveal?
That's what I thought the reveal was going to be.
Why did they not have the picture where the guy puts the thing in? Why was the picture of the brother, of Toby Huss, when it's not his house? Why is the picture of him? That confused me so much when she goes into the bathroom and there's the picture of him. I'm like, why is it of him if it's his brother's house?
That's a good point.
Why didn't they make the brother the killer and have the picture be the two brothers and the dog? Because they clearly point, because that's like him being like, oh yeah, I have a dog, and then that's the dog in the picture. Like,
that's a very
okay,
good point.
Why wasn't the brother the killer? And like, this is
and Toby's helping out, and they get off on killing people.
But Toby gets killed in the process. Don't kill Toby's character. Have fucking Anthony Molinari, his killer character, fucking find that his brother's been beaten to death by these fucks, and being like, oh, originally I was just going to, fuck with them and record them. Now I'm gonna fucking kill him.
I just wanted some wanking material.
Character. Like, they just killed. Ooh, and fucking go on a killing spree.
Wouldn't it have been better if they just made it a character drama on the fact that they find out this guy was recording them and they accidentally kill him, but they're also dealing with the fact that they learned their spouses are cheating on each other with one another.
They learned that, but that doesn't matter because Allison Brie fucking drives off and crashes the car immediately while on Molly. What a fucking lame, like, how do we get the car out of the way for the characters?
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what that was.
And then it's like, oh, well, we
just a small
we could drive
bump.
the truck. No, the guy had the keys with him when we threw him off the cliff. Why did they throw his body off the cliff?
That was so
in the
funny.
Stupidest fucking way.
They hit him in the head with a rock, and it just like makes this crack noise, and I just broke out laughing. It was, like, are you kidding me? Like, is this a comedy?
I swear to God, I saw that
There's,
the
like-
shot of him on the rock, and I'm like, oh my God, this reminds me of the opening of Invisible Man. My favorite, I really liked Invisible Man, and the opening is what actually made me like the movie, because, as you know, I went into that movie wanting to hate it because for some reason I hated the marketing.
Because you are because you are a
Misogynist? No, because I just didn't think the movie looked...
I hate what's her face, Elizabeth Moss.
I don't know. The marketing looked really lame. But
It's
then,
a good ass movie.
The movie's
That's
good.
a good
I hate
ass
it.
movie.
That's the thing. I hated the marketing. I fucking loved the movie.
That was the last movie I saw in theaters.
Oh my God, I think that's the same here. I think we saw that, and we're like, well, this is the last thing we can watch in theaters. Good thing we watched this.
Yeah,
But the shot of him on the rock reminded me of that. I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna get something of this is a deeply kind of scary scene. We should be.
There's no point in the movie where I was scared.
And that's when you know you have a bad horror movie.
It's not a scary movie.
Oh, but it's a thriller.
That's when you
either.
That's where you guide. Oh, everyone over. It's not a horror film. It's a new age thriller. You know, it's like. I wanna like things about it. I wanna say good things, but at the same time, I'm like, you want to make something scary. Mark Duplass is good and makes things kind of in the same vein as Joe Swanberg, but they go this weirder route. More like it's like this dark edge to it, because Joe Swanberg just needs to stick to the Chicago suburbs as he usually does.
Right.
You seen the HBO show Room 104?
I've seen it, never watched it.
Okay. I've seen it, never watched it.
I've seen the ads for it, never clicked on it. You've told me that you didn't like it.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, which one was that?
Which one was that?
Yeah, there was was it Room 104 where it's the different couples come into the room and everything, and it's a different story every time?
Yeah.
I thought you didn't like that one.
No, every episode's a different story. Maybe it was a certain episode we were talking about.
Maybe. I haven't watched it.
Sense.
I stayed away from it because I thought you didn't like it. But
no. It's so the season 3 episode 1, that episode is it just turns your head around whoa. It's really, really good. I'm sorry. I went from.
No, I was gonna say hey, maybe we should say this for the recommendations at the end where we just praise the stuff that we do like.
Yeah, I went from talking about Joe Swanberg to I'd rather talk about Mark Duplass's work.
I would too, because Creep and Creep 2 are really good movies. Have you seen Creep 2?
Yes.
Oh, that ending. I don't want to spoil these, but to talk about them, we kind of do.
I almost feel like we should hold off on spoiling that stuff. But yeah, his work is. I like his stuff.
I didn't realize he was Did he direct Creep too?
I think he did. Let me.
By that I mean TOO, not TWO. But yeah, I really like the Creep movies and a lot of his stuff. He's really good, and I would almost not recognize him if I didn't realize that he was the guy from Creep.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff. That new Reese Witherspoon, Jennifer Aniston show on Apple TV, The Newsroom or some shit.
I don't know. I haven't watched anything from Apple TV originals. Everyone's fucking got a streaming service now, and it's
the morning show. Yeah, there's way too many.
Is that really weird, by the way? Can I talk about that? Why did everyone just fucking have a streaming service out of nowhere?
This is predicted. It's all right. You have cable, satellite TV. They have all these channels, and then people don't want to pay all that money for it all.
Right.
So people were like, well, we only watch certain channels. what they learned is they can start their own streaming service after they've seen all these other ones be successful.
Right.
And once you create these streaming services with like Netflix and Hulu and stuff, and they're like, hey, we created this content and we're letting them use it and they're making all this money off of it, we could just make our own.
Right.
We could start our Peacock.
Okay.
We could bring all of our shows that are on Peacock are on there and put them on Peacock and create original content for that.
I actually do kind of want to watch Brave New World.
I've watched a couple episodes.
Is it good?
It's pretty good.
Okay, good.
It's interesting.
Also, I want to watch Psych the movie too.
I'll hold off on any more comments on that stuff, but and everyone starts creating their own little bubbles. Like, okay, you got to pay all this money and everything.
Right.
And now everyone's like, whoa, this is way too much money. You're spending, if you want,
right.
You can spend as much as what you did for cable, if not more, and still be lost in the void of what do I watch? Exactly. What do I watch?
It's just so much content, and I was more like referring to like why is everyone releasing it like right now? Like they had it all prepared and everything, and then this and like
a lot of them weren't fully prepared though. Like Disney Plus or
Disney Plus has no fucking shows to watch. It's my least favorite streaming service that we've got.
There's only one thing I watch on there. It's The Simpsons.
Mandalorian.
Simpsons, all the way.
That's
all 30-something seasons, and you can just like throw it on. But they fucked it up. They really fucked things up with The Simpsons.
How'd they fuck it up, Joe?
The FX app where they had The Simpsons before with Fox. They had all these different collections and like a playlist.
Right.
And they also had a shuffle button. So you could play random episodes.
Yeah, because that's really how you should watch Simpsons, if I'm being honest. Just watch and shuffle. It's
watching them one after another is just like fucking...
In order?
Yes.
It's like... Oh, God.
Once you get past season 10, it's like, I can't do this anymore.
Simpsons still plays on FX sometimes.
Yeah.
On the DirecTV and everything. But they don't play them in order. And I love that. Like, yes. I didn't realize that was an option on the app, but I love watching Simpsons just such out of order. You get all the different fucking art styles, all the different, like, oh, wow, this is when they had really shitty audio, and this is when they had great animation.
Yeah, they had a playlist where it was like, okay, here's Sideshow Bob episodes, here's Krusty, Mr. Burns episodes, all these different little things. And now with the Disney Plus, the collections are sports, traveling around, like in the future, like looking into the future. Time travel. Then there's the road trip adventure ones and shit.
Those are pretty boring.
And I'm like, honestly, you had the framework was already built. You just had to take it and copy it. You know? You have The Simpsons and you're not even utilizing them. Then they uploaded all the shows in the wrong format.
I heard about that. That it was like all in the wrong dimensions and stuff.
Yeah, it was like, really? Like, why'd you do that? Just because we don't want the black borders, but you're cutting off half of the screen.
Like Sean Connery impression. I don't want the black borders. Sounds like something he would say too.
It's probably something he does say when he watches TV. I don't like the black borders. Has a nice 16:9 TV and everything. Like, I like the square TVs. Has
the fucking old small black and white screen that we used to have. It's super
the
far
4
away,
by
so
3,
you can't see it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a funny.
Yeah.
I love Lucy. So, should we keep talking about rental, or should we start talking about other subjects?
I think I expressed myself and my dissatisfied taste for it. So what would you rate it, Jim? I don't think we've done that yet.
I don't want to give it a rating.
Let me look at my letterbox if I even did it. I don't even. I barely.
You have a letterbox?
I don't use it. Let me pull it up for you.
Should I tell you what the rating on Letterboxd is averaged at?
Okay.
Before you rate yours?
Yeah.
2.8 out of 5.
Wow.
That feels... I don't know. I don't really like rating systems like that are just like out of 10 or out of 5. I like it when you can give it like a out of 100 percentage. Because that just feels like
I
popular.
watched it and I gave it 2 stars.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I get that.
I could have given it 1, but like honestly, it's it's filmed
I like
decently.
the way it's filmed. Yeah.
2 degrees.
Yeah.
That's 1 star. Then the aspect of like what Joe Swanberg watered down from his other shit that he's made.
It's just a watered down version of like
Things he's made
Your
before.
Next, and
Yeah.
it's the premise of Creep mixed with Your Next, but it's like, and just add a gallon of water on top of that.
Yeah.
It's just all that's there is the idea. The execution is so different, but it's not even in a good way. I'd say I would give it a. I'd give it a 56%.
I don't know what that means.
Like out of 100, 56%.
You still gave them half the points, Jim. That's like 2.5, 3 stars.
Because I do think that there were good things that they did.
Okay.
Like there are good scenes. It's just the execution after they did those scenes is why I dislike them. The scene of him running around the house yelling. I like that scene because I thought it was going to build up to that she secretly wanted to just kill them all or something. This guy's helping her kill them all. That's what I thought it was going to be. I like the idea of that scene, but the execution was just her running off a cliff. Maybe dying.
Yeah.
Where she could have had the best death by fucking seeing her just very, like, fucking... By the way, could have been the best scene because we saw no gore the whole movie. Fucking brain splatter on the fucking rock. We see her hit it. We see the perspective of the rock and her fucking hit it. That could have been the best kill of the movie and just really well done.
The problem with that, Jim, is like it's not really a kill; it's a death.
Exactly. But it would have been better than what we got.
Wouldn't it have been more satisfactory if the killer like killed her with his bare hands?
I feel like that would have been how it would have gone. But because James Franco's fucking talking about a sequel, it's not going to be an anthology. It's going to be her coming back. It's going to be her tracking down the rental killer.
Yeah, they left it open.
How the fuck can they not figure out this guy's the killer, by the way?
I don't know.
Or they just look up in cash and he gives us a fake name. You have to fucking verify this shit, though, don't you?
Yeah, there's an app.
There's so much fucking identification that you have to go through to get a fucking rental home.
So here's things I've rated on Letterboxd. Yeah.
Joe, I'm looking at. If I fucking click on Spider-Man Far From Home and I don't see the score I like, I'm gonna berate you for the rest of this podcast on it.
What do you mean? Did I rate that?
You've rated this film.
What did I rate it?
4 stars out of fucking 5? Are you kidding me?
You're looking at the wrong thing.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Let me see.
You've rated this film.
That's not what I rated.
4 out of 5.
Jim, did you just change that?
Joe, I swear to God, when I clicked on it, I'm like, it better be out of 4 fucking stars, and that's the reason it's showing those.
Jim?
You rated that, not me.
Did you go through this and...
No, I didn't go through that at all. I saw that, and I clicked on it. I saw it was there. I clicked on it to see what you'd given it. Scrolled down, saw the 4 stars, and got a little mad.
And you clicked on rate it, and...
No, it said, you've rated this. I clicked on it to see what you did, and it showed the 4 stars.
You didn't do this? Where you just click on the 4 stars?
No, Joe, it was already clicked on where you had given it 4 stars.
Oh, it was like this. There's not 4 stars, and you clicked 4 stars.
No, when I opened it up, it was 4 stars.
Oh.
You gave that fucking movie 4 stars?
I don't know. Jim,
what do you mean you don't know? There is literal proof in your hand that you've done it.
As far as I can see, it says 3 stars.
You're a fucking liar.
Well,
It doesn't deserve 3 stars either.
It doesn't?
No, 2 stars is the proper fucking thing.
2 stars is on the same level as...
The Rental? Yeah. That is not a Spider-Man movie.
It's a John Hughes movie.
No.
Knockoff.
MCU Spider-Man has not been Spider-Man once.
Yeah, no shit.
And don't fucking say it's because he has character development. He has not had any fucking development in his character in the 4 movies that he's been in.
When
have I shown him?
When have I said that?
No, I'm saying don't say that because somebody said that. There was a post about Spider-Man and I looked at the comments. Someone's like, y'all just hating, but have you ever heard of this thing called character development? He has not received any fucking character development at all. He has stayed the same fucking character. He is Iron Man Jr. That is his character, and that's what they constantly call him. And it's He does nothing for himself. Everyone else fucking provides for him. That's not Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a guy that makes him fucking self rich because he's smart, because he can actually do this stuff on his own. He doesn't need every other person to help him do something. And why the fuck does he give Mysterio the glasses? That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck did you give it?
Oh.
What were you showing me, Joe?
Oh, no. You're supposed to go like this. You go like this, and then the star ratings below the movie. You don't have to click on the movie itself.
That feels accurate. That's good. I like that one.
Do you like what?
The rating for Endgame.
Thank you for specifying.
That feels proper.
I honestly...
You gave us 2.5 stars?
Yeah, it's a half good movie.
You gave Venom a better rating than us? That feels a bit weird.
You know, honestly, that is a bit weird. I don't know.
You gave Bohemian Rhapsody 3 stars?
It's a half a good movie. It's half a good movie.
That's more than half.
You think it's a good movie?
No, I'm telling you 3 stars is more than half, Joe.
I don't know.
Good on you for giving Mission Impossible Fallout 5 stars. It deserves it.
This is where I applaud myself.
3.5 for Infinity War.
Give me that look. I don't know, Jim.
Blade Runner 5 stars.
You know, I think when you create the letterbox, they give you a bunch of movies to rate right away, and I just like spun through them real quick, because I've only used it recently, like last week or something, when I rated a few movies that I watched recently.
You gave Get Out a heart.
A heart?
Yeah, you liked it.
What do you mean?
Well, it shows a heart.
Oh. I think it's like when you scroll down, you click on things. I did that with a couple other ones I didn't realize either. But I don't know how to undo it. You know? You know what I'm saying?
I gave Okja 4 stars. That's good. I rewatched that movie. Have I told you that?
You have now.
I rewatched it and it was just so good to rewatch.
It's there's elements and sequences, action sequences that are copied framework from Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight, and I don't understand why, but it works. It
really does. The whole fucking semi scene and everything when they open up the doors and they're like,
yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing. When I was watching the movie, I'm like, okay, they're copying things from these things, and he also copies real life images from Obama during the Osama bin Laden raid. Exact same shot happens in the conference room at the corporation with all those people. I can't remember who's in the scene, but it's the same shot.
Fucking Tilda
Swinton and everyone else. Yeah,
the Gus from Breaking Bad.
Yes, Gus. That's
I always like seeing him and stuff.
But yeah, actor. It's the same shot.
You gave Creed 4 stars. That's good.
You know, I fell asleep during the sequel.
What? I fucking love the sequel, Joe.
I didn't finish it. I don't know.
You gotta be kidding me. That movie's so fucking
I don't know why
good.
I don't know why I wouldn't, just because of the legacy of everything too, you know? But what'd I do?
Drago comes back. It's his fucking son.
I know.
They have the fucking ultimate blow to blow and everything.
I don't know that yet.
Creed got fucked up during the fight and everything.
I don't know. You're spoiling things for me.
That's what you get for not finishing the movie, Joe.
I hear they cut a scene where Drago and Rocky actually fight. Did you know this?
No, I didn't.
They cut it from the movie, but it's filmed. I seen something of it.
Is it like them actually like fighting slowly though, because they're two old men?
I don't discount Dolph Lundgren.
No, I'm not discounting Dolph. I'm just.
I think Dolph Lundgren can hold his own right now.
No, I've seen Dolph fight still and stuff.
Yeah, but
he's still good.
I think it's like a hallway or like like in a doorway or something. That's what's in my head.
They had to film it like that because
I don't know
to explain Sylvester's like kind of still movements when fighting now.
I thought they were gonna kill Sylvester Stallone after the first one.
Oh, I mean that's what they were doing. With
they cut the best shot of the movie
scene
out though of the first Creed movie.
What they do in the first Creed movie?
They feature a shot Stallone slowly punching a boxing bag, and it just shows like where he is now. You know, like as like a person, like how things have changed. And that one shot is not in the movie, but it's in the trailer, and it kills me. It's not in the movie.
Is it like a really sad shot and everything?
Yeah, it looks so sad, like because he's like not the same person he was. You know.
You gave Edge of Tomorrow 4 stars. Good on you. It's a good movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I saw it twice in theaters. Well, with movies like that, you have to see them more than once, right?
Actually, I do want to talk about this because I see that you gave Pacific Rim 3.5 stars. Have you seen Pacific Rim Uprising?
No, and nor will I.
It's so bad. Joe, I've watched it like twice now just because I couldn't comprehend it the first time.
I don't even want to know. Don't even want to hear it, Jim. Don't even want.
You know the twist, right?
Charlie Day's evil?
Yeah.
I don't know.
In the first movie, remember how he does the whole fucking mind thing with the thing? That first time he does it, he gets infected apparently. And he's no longer Charlie Day from that scene forward.
That's lazy writing.
He's no longer Charlie Day from that scene forward, apparently.
Lazy writing.
And then he controls all the robots in the second movie.
He's not intimidating as a villain.
It's like seeing...
Have you seen Hotel Artemis?
Yes.
Okay. His mustache.
I kind of like that.
I like the movie. I just like his like evil mustache, like shit talking asshole. Like it's entertaining, but you don't scare me.
No, it's we've seen him too much as Charlie, and it's always sunny.
Yeah.
We're not. It's like fucking seeing Daniel Radcliffe try to play an intimidating character in fucking Now You See Me Too. When he grabs Woody Harrelson's head and he's like, "Listen to me." You want to know how you could have made that scene better and made him intimidating? Have him stay fucking calm and pull a gun. Don't have him grab Woody Harrelson's head and have a fucking whining fit. Have him be intimidating by just being serious and be like, fucking pull a gun, put it to his head, and be like, just shut the fuck up.
Jim, I kind of mentally checked out during that movie. I don't remember things.
It's not, Joe. As we talked about last week, it's not a good movie.
I don't remember what we said. I seriously
we said we hated it.
I blacked every memory of that movie out of my head.
I'm a little disappointed that you've given Looper half a star more than you gave Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay. They go to a diner, Jim.
I don't.
They go to a diner.
We've talked about this.
They order steak and eggs or something. 30 seconds of screen time later, and there's no cuts in the conversation. Their food arrives on their plate. I'm not sure if this is a critique on future technologies and diners and 50s aesthetic, but that's so stupid. And everything else in the movie I hate too. What?
I just don't like that you gave it a higher rating than Amazing Spider-Man. I think Amazing Spider-Man was better than it.
Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield?
Yeah. I think that the first movie was better than Looper.
Oh.
I'm not talking about the second movie, Joe. We're talking about the first movie.
All right, now that I'm on the hot seat, I really didn't care for what they did with the lizard. Okay. I like the Gwen Stacy aspect of the storyline, but
I think it had the best look at the characters, I guess I can say. Yeah, you can take this back now, by the way. But I really liked all the characters, all of Peter Parker's friends and high school classmates and stuff.
Yeah.
I like that Flash was actually an intimidating character, like how he's supposed to be. He's not some fucking mathlete dweeb that just whines all the time. He's an actually intimidating guy, but at the end of it, him and Peter Parker become friends as they're supposed to. And then Flash Thompson is supposed to become this awesome character, which I'm not going to get into a rant about. But
I don't remember the movie too well.
It had one of my fucking favorite scenes in all of Spider-Man like movies and stuff, where Peter Parker, he's mourning fucking Uncle Ben's death at his locker. Flash Thompson walks up to him. Peter fucking picks him up, slams him, not even caring that people see that he has powers and everything. And it's just them having a fucking solemn moment, being like, I know what it's like to feel angry, so if you want to hit me, if you want to just like take it out on me, it's fine, I'll get it. And it's like, this is a fucking good scene. And we'll never get anything like this ever again because they're like, well, fuck you, Andrew. Fuck all these characters, all this development, all this good stuff that we have. Let's just go with Penis Parker. That'll sell. I hate that there's no heart in like just Spider-Man now. That the only thing I'm excited about for coming out with Spider-Man is just the new PS4 game with Miles Morales and then the next Spider-Verse movie. I'd love to see the MCU Spider-Man just become something that's a likable character. And that's my little fuck you Marvel tangent. Let's get back to normal talk.
More like my opinion is I don't care.
I know you don't care, but hey Joe, whose podcast is this again? You've made this my podcast, so
I didn't make anything, Jim.
Joe, you literally
I'm here to
you're
share
like,
my
hey, let's do a
information.
podcast. I'm like, okay, sure, I'll be the tech guy. I won't be the main host. You're like, okay, it's your podcast now. I'm the guest. What, like I'm gonna change you out every week? Like I'm gonna get someone new to fucking come in? What do you mean? You're the host.
Yeah, Jim. I'll say this. I'm gonna share my opinion on it. I don't care for. I'll watch them. You know,
That's fine.
That's fine, but you'll listen to me when I speak.
I mean, you kind of have to. By the way, I want to really quickly say, because loading speeds suck.
What do you mean?
For YouTube, for us.
Oh, yeah.
As we're talking, Celluloid Slaughter episode 1 is currently going up on YouTube. Say something. We cannot have all this dead air.
You were looking at me. I thought you were going to say something.
Yeah, Celluloid Slaughter. The first episode is going up on YouTube as we're doing this whole conversation. As we've been doing this episode because we're at 94% of the download.
Oh, did you authenticate your account?
Yeah. I hated having to do that because I had to do it twice.
I heard about that.
I'm so fucking upset by that. Like, I had done it and then, like, I realized, because on my laptop, which is right here, and I fucking hate because it has 3 episodes of the other podcast on it, and I can't get them off it for fucking stupid reasons.
What?
Yeah, I can't get them off it, so I have to upload from there. I was at 99% of the download, but because I didn't authenticate my account, it wouldn't let me upload it.
Why don't you just play those podcasts from your computer and put a microphone up to it?
Because that's such bad audio.
It improves the tactile nature of it. It's like watching.
I don't want it to be done that way, though.
Film grain.
It's already got such bad audio because I was recording off that laptop and a shitty
what
headset.
What episodes are you talking about?
It's not episodes for this podcast. It's for the other podcast.
Oh.
That podcast.
Oh.
Yeah. And the people involved in it were not using the best microphones at the time. We've much improved now.
Okay.
By the 3rd, 4th, and 5th episode, we've much improved our audio, as you can hear right now.
Yeah.
By the microphone I'm using and all that stuff. The audio's so bad that I don't want to record it again.
Imagine this. Have you seen the movie Patterson? That's what we will watch next.
You've told me about Patterson.
I watched it for a week straight every day for 5 days.
Why would you do that to yourself? Isn't that good of a movie?
I was so intrigued. I don't know what was going on there with me, but I just kept watching it over and over. Once a day. I get off work and I'm like, wow, really get into it. Like, try to understand it. And I came down to all these different, like, thoughts and theories and all these things I was thinking. And it really came down to it, like, what you could do is just like Patterson.
What does Patterson do?
He writes poetry.
I don't want to write poetry.
You're not. You're filming a podcast, and you're recording it. And what if you can't get the podcast out and you lose one of your podcasts? You keep recording. Make
I know,
new ones.
but it's the thing is with the other podcast show. It's not like with this one where it's just episodes that aren't connected.
Right.
The other one, it's a story that's being told because it's a D&D podcast. People already know that. I've already had the thing talking about it and everything that already played at the beginning of the episode. It is a D&D podcast that we are switching narrators for.
Oh, okay.
So it's already like it's gonna be jarring enough. It's already jarring enough that that's changing.
Yeah.
But it's also like I can't exactly just describe all the story that happens and then be like, anyways, it's like there was so much like just fun said between friends that like helps develop like the good nature of the podcast.
Yeah. What you need to do, Jim? I forgot what I was gonna say, but what you need to do is
take a sabbatical.
I had this hair on my tongue. I was trying to pull it off, and I thought of what I was gonna say, but then you just kept on going. Okay. Trying to think.
Just trying to think, everybody.
Wow.
Would you say that you're going a little brain dead right now?
Yeah, I feel brain dead. I don't know why we recorded this so early, but it's like, it's a good thing.
Because it's the only time that he's not here.
It's a good time, yeah.
It's like the only time we will have the most minimal of background noise, the most clearest of internet speed. That's what sucks about the other podcasts that I recorded at 2 p.m. when he's here, and it's like he's on every device at the same time, and like, why is the internet so bad? Because you're on everything at once.
Cabinets slamming and closing, opening.
And then you just hear in the background. And it's like, this is such bad background noise.
You are not in
These pads won't save me.
You're not some Italian man living on a vineyard. What are you doing?
When we went up to visit our sister and everything, we stayed in a hotel, and they were playing like screens and everything of like scenery and stuff, and it had Italy on the screens, and Dad's like, I don't like Italy. I'm like, what? And he was like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't like it. I'm like, uh-oh, Dad, don't say anything. Stop talking. Okay. Don't go anywhere with this.
Don't like Italy.
I don't know about those Italians. Dad!
That's hilarious.
I do want to drop this on you. I don't know how much longer you want to keep going with this. We have now reached 1 hour and 2 minutes. If you want to like go for another 10 minutes and stuff.
I don't care.
Okay.
It's not like I'm in a rush to get out of here.
I know. It's just I don't know if you want to leave or not.
No. I have my packages. Thank you.
Halo.
Yeah, they coming out with a new one or something?
They're coming out with a new game, and they are in the current production state of the TV show.
Whatever happened to the movie?
But from Neil Blomkamp.
I saw
that.
He made a short, right?
He did the fucking Halo 3 promo. That was so amazing.
Yeah,
it's like that is one of the most stunning things ever. It's like, when the fuck did they make the movie? He fucking made the whole short film ad and everything.
Yeah,
and it's
15 years have gone by of nothing.
Dude, that fucking ad rocked.
I just don't understand how you have producers like Peter Jackson, Steven Spielberg behind it, and they can't get anything moving.
But they'll fucking make Halo 5 that disappointment piece of shit.
I never seen it.
Don't fucking play it. Joe, I have complained about this enough outside the podcast.
Yeah.
But I'll just briefly sum it up. It is one of the most boring pieces of Halo media, and it's barely even a fucking about Master Chief.
I think my favorite one is the second one.
Halo 2?
Yeah.
It's a fucking classic, and it's also...
Halo 3 is amazing, like the epic...
Oh, the fucking final war hug.
Yes!
That's such a fucking amazing just feeling like... just shooting, running over stuff. It's like, that's so primal, but it's also... It's so satisfying after all the shit you've gone through. The fucking mile run to kill the Prophet. The fucking... You're seeing... Sergeant Johnson's fucking dead.
Everyone knows that feeling, like...
Everyone... It's the best... Okay, this might be a bit far, but I have to say, it is one of the best levels and endings in video game history.
It reminds me of what Call of Duty kind of emulated after that, with the slow-mo final kill, like where you have the pistol and you have to take the shot, or the knife. Yeah. But But
it's never going to be as exhilarating
No.
as Halo 3. And that's the thing. Halo has had such good fucking games. Have you played Halo 4?
A little bit. Not any campaign, just multiplayer, I believe.
So a big thing is that it switched from, I think, 343 to the new studio that's been taken over, and they took over at Halo 4. That is what Master Chief's armor and look changed to at that point, and everyone was very mad about that because they had to make a whole new art style because it was a new department. They didn't have all the old assets and everything.
Yeah.
And they were very pressured on a very small time frame. Like, do all the stuff so they couldn't make, like, all the different factions that you'd normally see in Halo, like the Brutes and stuff. So it'd be very minimal.
Oh, yeah.
But the story was the same. And it was... The ending was, like... It was kind of like a just go here, do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
But the final scene, it wasn't fucking Master Chief, like, fucking driving Warhog and everything. It was him saying goodbye to Cortana. It's like, this isn't, like, fucking exhilarating, but it's still the Halo, like, this is the awesome, like, fucking... You're getting emotional, like, in different ways. Like, you're getting emotional, like, happy and angry and stuff. Like, at the end of Halo 3. You know, this, you're like, Cortana's dead. Like, fucking she's dead. And Master Chief's just like, what do I do now that I've just literally saved everything? There's nothing else to do.
Because he got frozen at the end or something.
He got frozen at the end of Halo 3, and then for 4 years...
Okay. I couldn't tell if that was, like, a memory from, like, a movie, like Alien mixed with...
Oh no, it's Aliens 3 where she wakes up and everyone's dead.
Yeah, or Avengers with the now that I think about it with Iron Man. Isn't that the same thing that they copied?
So there's
now that you think about it
in Halo Infinite in the trailer we've seen, they even have the Captain Marvel scene where it's like something's out there and it's just Master Chief floating through space. And it's like this is Captain Marvel.
Yeah, now that I think about it, they did copy that. Iron Man basically is the Master Chief, like the guy in armor suit.
Right.
That gets frozen in space, like.
It's so. I don't know, but
yeah.
In Halo there's that, and then it time jumps 4 years to Halo 4.
I need to get me a PlayStation so I can start playing Last of Us game.
1 or 2 or both.
I haven't played the first.
The first, okay.
I hear the first is good.
Fuck anyone who says the second is bad. Do not listen to anyone. Just play the game for yourself.
I've heard and I know what happens, and it's quite intriguing.
I don't want to spoil it for any listeners. I know we've talked about this is a spoiler podcast, but this is a different kind of subject, so I don't want to like.
No, I'm not going to spoil it, but I understand where people are coming from upset.
Oh, so do I.
And shift in perspectives. You know.
I think it's good though.
I would like to see it like a movie or something.
They're making an HBO series.
That's even better. I like series a lot more than movies lately.
And I have to say, being fully honest, Hugh Jackman and the girl from Logan are literally the best candidates for those roles because it's the same characters. It's the same story, but it's so good because...
Okay, what about Josh Brolin?
Josh Brolin would be good.
Maybe like 10 years ago.
That's the sad thing. It's like, wow, Josh Brolin would be really good at this 10 years ago.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. I love him in Sicario. By the way, watch Sicario and Sicario Day of the Soldado.
Soldado, yeah.
Soldado.
I was at the studio's test screening with all the writers, producers. I was sitting next to Basil.
You sit next to Basil?
Yes. Yeah, he's a really funny guy. But anyways, they came to the point where they spoiler with Benicio del Toro's character getting killed.
Yeah.
And I made my statements.
What did you say?
I didn't like the. It's not better than the first one. It's good, but
right.
It's not great. And the ending is a shot for shot homage to Godfather, and a lot of people don't know that, where the whole door closes and you're entering the mafia and you're becoming. But you did it with a character no one gives a fuck about.
Right, the kid, the whole movie, he was set up. I was like, is he supposed to be the new Emily Blunt and everything? Why are we following his character? Because he badly shoots Benicio del Toro. And
there's only one good scene with that kid, and it's in the parking lot where he runs into the fucking CIA guys. You know,
I don't understand the importance of his character. Like, I get it was the setup why Benicio gets caught and everything.
The fake,
but why
the fake tattoos at the end that they you can see
when they make him emo,
the makeup crew put on him and everything.
And then they put like the eyeliner.
It's
he's
so
got black
bad. It's
fingernails,
so
and
stupid.
he literally dresses like a 2009 emo. And
I'm
it's like,
fuck this shit.
What is this?
Fuck
why
that
does he look
ending.
like this? He's all pale now for some reason.
Yeah.
I work night jobs.
But the director was very he was very eager to hear the opinions.
That's good at least.
Yeah, he was. Like,
I
I'm sure he's nervous.
I wish the kid was set up in a different way. I don't know, like
there's a lot good going on in the movie, and there's a lot of messiness that
I wish the kid's character at the end would have been the girl, and he's like, "So you want to become a Sicario?" And she becomes the Sicario. That felt like that's what her character.
You know, a big problem with the movie now that I think about it, really thinking what happened in the movie was this playing up into the right wing America's fears of Muslim Americans and immigration and
Right.
locking down the border, which is great if you're trying to make a statement just to like get attention for the movie and everything. Like this is gonna work because that's what the movie's about, like how America.
It's Purge election here all over again. My least favorite fucking Purge movie.
The suicide bombers blow up the grocery store and everything.
Right, that was a fucking like.
And then they find like their carpets, the rugs. These are the rugs they prayed on, and they left them here. Like, what? This looks like
I get what they're trying to say, but
yeah,
guys, come on.
I understand what they're trying to say and how they say it simply and quickest in a movie, where lots going on.
It's like, wait, hold on.
Where lots going on, and you have these prestige actors such as Private Joker, from Full Metal Jacket, and you have Kathleen Keener as these prestige actors who are barely in the movie, and they're just added there to fill screen time and add exposition. Why did I say exposition that way? I got like lost.
Exposition.
Exposition.
The exposition of the film.
And a lot of their shots and scenes are like a wire over the fucking computer,
Right.
They added a lot more humor though.
They did.
From the original cut I saw.
Oh, it was a lot more serious, you're saying?
They added more jokes. In the best way possible.
Okay, because I was going to say, like, you know how that can go bad.
No.
Justice League, Suicide Squad.
They added jokes that fit the characters in their desensitized nature of the CIA. What's that guy's name from Burn Notice? Dominic something.
Who is he in this movie?
He is the partner to Josh Brolin.
The guy with the mustache, or
yes.
Yeah, he was my favorite character.
Yeah,
just because he's like such a background character.
I love
but he's
him.
Also
Yeah.
a main character. He's so he's so stupid.
Oh, Jeremy Donovan. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he just like pops up and like this guy's funny. Just like in the first movie, he made his jokes. And in the second movie, stealing the soaps from the hotel. Like he has fills his whole bag full of them. That's not in the cut I saw at all.
Really?
But it's not.
Oh, that's amazing.
Then there's a couple more like things they say to each other, like they swapped out lines from the original cut. Like wow, like they
like what type of stuff did they say in the original cut that was so different? Because I feel like with the jokes and the way that they talked, it was like these guys are friends, and I can believe that. This is believable.
It was more procedural.
Oh, they were more like, yeah, doing this. Okay, yeah.
And
fuck off, kid.
You could when in the screening, it was more or so you could feel the budgetized nature of the action sequence with the Hummers.
Yeah, I like that scene though.
I like it, but at the same time, watching the unpolished version and versus the polished.
What did the unpolished version look like?
CGI helicopters and a bunch of bullshit like that.
Oh,
None of
all
the
the stuff they didn't include.
No helicopters. because they can't use helicopters. You don't want to use a helicopter in a movie ever since Twilight Zone, the movie.
Why? What happened?
You don't know what happened, Jim? Google Twilight Zone helicopter accident.
Yep, I could see that coming from a mile away.
People are dead.
Oh my god.
This is horrible, though. Yeah.
Oh my god, there's actually a picture of something very bad. I was just kind of joking as if like it only showed pictures of like horrible events, but that's kind of sad. On July 23rd, 1982, a Bell UH-1 Orocos helicopter crashed at Indian Dunes in Nevada, Santa Clarita, California during the making of Twilight Zone the movie. Total fatalities, 3 on the ground. Total injuries, 6. Oh, well, the people on board the helicopter survived, though. That's good, at least. What are you doing over there?
I'm watching the video.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Joe. Holy shit. That's brutal.
Yeah. Wow.
While we're here, I'm going to send you that meme that I meant to send you earlier.
Now that I think about it, Jim, we're on the subject of Twilight Zone, the movie. This looks like a big scope action sequence.
Right.
Twilight Zone doesn't need that. It doesn't need it because it's a movie.
It's also a thriller.
You don't need something so
High budget.
Yeah.
That's the thing I think horror movies are losing touch
They're
with.
trying to make it a big blockbuster. It's already a blockbuster.
It's Twilight Zone.
You have these separate
It's like one of the
storylines.
most popular fucking things of all time. It'll go down in history, like Simpsons and stuff, for being like the most popular thing.
The best Twilight Zone movie ever, or story, is Planet of the Apes by Rod Serling.
That was a Twilight Zone thing?
He wrote it. Rod Serling, the guy from yeah.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that.
And if you think about it, like, it is a Twilight Zone style story.
Yeah, I didn't even. That's fucking amazing.
That's probably one of the I think top 3 best sci-fi stories ever.
I was just shaking my head like I have to
No,
agree. I thought you were gonna say more.
No, I was thinking of others. I was like, yeah, I'm like really thinking about it. Yeah, it's probably is. It's so iconic, the ending, and the whole idea of it all. It's so like
Those damn apes. Like, I didn't realize that when I first watched Planet of the Apes. Like, I'd already known like the twist ending, but
yeah,
it kind of, I didn't realize people didn't know that when they first watched it. I thought people would know. I'm like, why are people surprised by this ending that they're on Earth? And it's like, oh, it's because these people didn't know at the time.
There's a thing with the Simpsons. They always re-emulate the like pop culture and all these like things that are iconic, and like you know them because they were on the Simpsons.
Right.
So like the twist is like built in, like, oh, you already know it and everything. Like,
exactly.
That's hilarious.
Have you seen Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark?
The original?
The new one that just came out.
No.
I know me, you, and Franklin had talked about it a little bit when the first trailer came out, and I know Franklin talked about it quite a bit after that. But I finally watched it like in full. That's a pretty fucking good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that it was bad. But I watched it. It wasn't bad.
That's the one based off the book.
Right.
Okay.
I will say though, there are scenes where it's like they had practical suits that they used, and they used like actors that were like specific for these type of stunts, like what's the thing where like people can twist their body parts all around and stuff?
Contortionist?
Yeah, they use contortionists and stuff for the scenes of like the certain monster that would like twist its body around, like chase you, and it's like that's amazing, and the stunt work is great. Why didn't they just use the practical suit though?
Right.
Because that character was completely CG, and it's like that's like Goosebumps level, goofy looking.
Okay. Is this is for kids though, right?
No. I definitely.
It's for kids that grew up off of the
Joe,
book.
come over here. Just stand up and come look at.
No,
this
I've seen it. I've seen the trailer, but what I'm thinking is like the people making it, they were making it for both audiences, right?
Right, because it is like starring kid actors.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to look getting and stuff.
Yeah. What's the rating? PG-13.
I think it was R.
Oh, really?
Nope, never mind. PG-13. Joe, the hallway scene with the lady that just fucking. Here, come over here real quick.
All right.
Sorry, but the hallway scene with this lady.
Yeah.
That was fucking pure terror, and I mean that in the most sincere way. Like, this legitimately scared me. Because, like, it's just fucking bathed in red, and she's so blown out that it's like, this is unreal looking. Like, it looks like found footage and everything. Like, the color correction is incorrect. All that stuff, and it's just, this is so scary when it is actually, like, marching at him and everything. Oh, and then when he fucking gets cornered. It's a truly terrifying scene, and it's like, wow, they did such a good job, and people shit on this movie. It doesn't make sense.
That reminds me, what do you think they're gonna do with New Mutants?
I wanted to bring that up because a new trailer came out. I don't know. I just want them to put it out already, because I've waited fucking 3 years. We've waited now, something like that, right? 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah.
It just feels absurd. It's like, you've had this and you keep fucking teasing us with it. You're showing us way too much now. You're doing the thing that you shouldn't do as Marvel. You're giving us the entire fucking story. Give it to us and just let us figure it out when we watch it. I'm gonna still watch it, and I'm probably gonna enjoy it because I really like the cast. I just like the way that it looks entirely. But I don't know. I think if they keep just fucking giving us a trailer rather than the movie, it's not gonna. No one's gonna watch it, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, that was a fail." No, it was a fail because you keep fucking refusing to put out a good movie. I think the effects look great. Fucking especially with like Anya Taylor-Joy's character, Magic.
Yeah, and I like her. She's in a lot of good stuff.
And the guy who fucking burst on fire, Sunspot. He was already in a X-Men movie, actually. Did you know that?
Which character?
Sunspot. He was in Days of Future Past. He's the guy who lit on fire, but like kept getting killed by. By the way, the Sentinels in that movie were kind of terrifying. Like the future ones.
Oh, the future ones. Yeah.
That was so good.
Unstoppable like things.
Right,
like...
and it's just fucking everyone died in the most horrific of ways.
Yeah.
Fucking Colossus got fucking torn in half. Iceman got his fucking head melted off and then stepped on. It's like, this is such sad ways to see these characters die. This is fucking good. This is one of the best X-Men movies.
It's like either my number one or number two like favorite. I'm close to putting First Class as number one.
No, that's I rewatched it. That's completely understandable.
Yeah. But at the same time, people really hate that movie.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it because of Kevin Bacon? Because the actors don't look like the future characters, but that's not a bad thing, or even...
I don't know. It's a really good movie, and it's a good way to build a universe, too.
Right.
It has the best Wolverine cameo ever.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Then, what was the... fucking... Apocalypse has, like, a good cameo for Wolverine, right? He's, like, Weapon X in that one.
Yeah, and he fucking just goes on a rampage, and it's like... It's so good that none of the actual characters saw him, and it's all like the new characters. But also, it's kind of weird that him and Jean have this little relationship, but Jean's like clearly like a 17-year-old in the movie. He's like,
yeah. At the same time, that guy's like immortal.
Right.
He's like 200 years old.
No, because I think it might be even more.
Oh.
Because it was before the Civil War, and that was like 200 years ago. But that's when he was a grown man.
Yeah, which storyline is he in?
Fuck, he was like back in the Pilgrims time.
I can't remember. Oh, because there's stories where he's
I'm going
in
off
Japan.
X-Men Origins story.
Okay. It's probably like over 200 for sure.
It's over 200 because like when he was a little kid,
he's living in the cabin and shit.
And like all the people are like, that's like during Salem witch trials time, I think.
Okay, that's
by like the way the characters act.
That's a good idea
and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to Google that though.
Yeah,
because I feel like we've already Googled too much, but. I think that I just think that New Mutants is going to be a really great movie, but no one's gonna see it because they keep fucking delaying it.
There's a big rift with Disney and Disney Plus. Disney Plus, they have these people running it, gatekeepers that don't want. They don't want the brand of Disney Plus to be watered down or tarnished by adding anything. But don't they already have X-Men movies on there?
Go fuck yourself. Just put the movies on there, you assholes.
But they won't put it on Hulu either.
It's on HBO Max though, Joe. A lot of X-Men movies and Spider-Man for some reason.
But they have them on HBO Max and Hulu. I mean,
why is it there
Disney
but
Plus.
not on?
Why can't you put another? It'd be a good way to get people onto your app. You know,
Right. You are not putting out any new content, but New Mutants is a finished movie that you've had.
So you have these.
So why won't you put it on?
You have these MCU TV shows that you keep delaying.
Fuck
That you keep delaying.
I don't know why.
And you can't put a movie out?
They haven't finished any of those shows, by the way.
Yeah.
Loki was like just starting. WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, which, by the way, Falcon and Winter Soldier might be the only one of those three that I actually watch. WandaVision is like kind of interesting, but not super.
With WandaVision,
I don't give a shit about Loki.
Yeah. With WandaVision, I only see it as important because it might have to do with the movie.
With fucking Doctor Strange's movie, I hate that they fired the director. I'm kind of excited Sam Raimi's on.
They fired the director because he was trying to have
a horror movie.
No, he was trying to have a power move, but what they did was even like a bigger power move. Okay, well you wanted to make a horror movie. All right, fine. Well, we don't like the direction you're going. We're gonna get Sam Raimi,
the horror movie director. It's like, what the fuck? I'm just trying to make a movie.
I'm more excited now. Like I like the director of the first Doctor Strange. Like, you know, his idea.
I really
They're
think
going
Doctor
in horror
Strange
direction.
is one of the best MCU movies.
But then you're gonna go with Sam Raimi, who did these like.
Unless they push him too far, then he's gonna make a movie to purposely destroy them, like Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Have you seen the early images of Venom's suit for that movie?
I think so. Yeah.
It was fucking like comic accurate, smooth suit, and he's like, I like it, but I don't want them to like it.
Yeah.
So make it just his suit and the webbing and everything. You know what? Let's get the wimpiest fucking person to play Eddie Brock. Topher fucking Grace.
That's a guy I don't like, but it's interesting. It's interesting, my thoughts on him. Like, when I see him, like, he does a lot of hair acting lately.
He's so,
if you look at
he's such a hair actor, and I hate that. It's like
Black
Sam
Klansman
Jackson.
And a Black Mirror. Hair acts in both, and he's good in both. It's weird. So, in order to get a good performance or something memorable out of him, you got to put him in a hair wig piece. Otherwise,
but don't bleach it. Don't bleach it.
Otherwise, you get a performance like Interstellar. Why is he in that movie? Why is he a character who's talking?
His character doesn't make sense.
He's talking to main actors, and he's in multiple scenes. Pointless character. Okay, you have Predators, where he's in the movie as a psycho killer. Unbelievable.
That twist didn't make sense.
It's like,
I wish they had done it.
Obviously, he's a fucking killer. Everyone that got put on that place is a murderer.
Yeah. We saw
I'm
the
just a
twist
good person. I don't know why I'm here. I don't belong here. Oh, this is why we're here to watch. See, he doesn't belong. No, he does belong. It doesn't fucking matter.
I'm like you. Why? How did he?
Why
did he survive that? Because the Predator was surprised. He's like,
yeah.
What the fuck? It was like,
yeah.
It was like hitting a cockroach, and then it comes back to life. Like, that's what the Predator was like. And he's like, why aren't you dead? I stabbed you.
Yeah.
That was like the most confusing scene, if I'm being honest.
You watch Under the Silver Lake. He appears in that. He does an interesting,
He's in Under the Silver Lake?
Uh-huh.
I haven't watched that yet.
I know. I want to watch it with you.
I want to watch it for the podcast.
Okay, for the podcast.
Like, that's down the
Don't
line.
watch it for any other
There's
time.
so many movies I want to watch, but I'm like, these would be so good for
But he's in that
podcast.
movie. He has a small role. It's interesting. It's not good, but it's interesting what he does. It's like kind of meta.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah. Topher Grace.
He is the good and the bad. I guess we got to say that.
I don't know if it's that good.
No, I'm saying he's got.
Wasn't he bullied on the set of that '70s show and he quit?
Yeah, that's why he quit. And then they're like,
because no one liked him.
Yeah, because everyone was a dick to him. It's like
maybe he was a dick too, and he was like, he's like, I'm the big star,
but I'm the main character.
But Hyde.
I was about to say, then they got Hyde.
Yeah, Hyde is like a rapist in real life.
What the fuck was that show?
What the fuck?
What? You know, since we're talking about Disney Plus and everything, I seriously am not interested in most of their MCU originals. Like, they have so many announced. They got She-Hulk, they got Moon Knight, they got all these fucking ones. But it's like,
I would be
who are these for?
I would be more than okay if they, after this whole Endgame thing and this COVID shutdown stopped all their productions, if they just decided not to make any more.
I would too, because it feels like
you did your job.
Right. Now
you did your series. There's always going to be loose storylines.
Right. But you've got nothing else you can do.
But
you got rid of the reason everyone came to your movies. You got rid of all the fucking main characters and stuff. It's like no one's coming for Brie Larson, Tom Holland, and all that stuff.
You're living in a comic book world where the storylines always keep coming. You know, they never end. But I would be interested in seeing an old Steve Rogers.
Right. That's my problem. Is that they introduced the idea of old Steve Rogers, and I know they're not gonna do jack shit with it.
Yeah.
Because in the comics, Steve Rogers becomes an old man, Joe, and then when he gets his super soldier serum back, that's why he becomes an old man, because he loses all of his strength and like, the age kind of catches up with him. And when he gets it back, he becomes the Hail Hydra Captain America. That is the moment he does, because he's now trapped in the Tesseract and everything. And I would be like, if they did that storyline, I would be fucking on board for MCU in the future and stuff. But I know they're not, because MCU has no fucking balls to do anything interesting. Yeah. They do such boring stuff, and it's like, if they do anything interesting, it's not going to be in the main continuity. Daredevil was one of the best fucking MCU stories, and now Netflix shows just don't fucking matter, even though they are set in the same universe, and they even fucking reference the movies, and then their stories got fucking canceled. It's like, you set up 5 fucking great characters. What's this? What is this?
Someone's selling a steel book of Birds of Prey for $100.
100?
That's what the price says.
That doesn't feel right. I'm not even saying because it's Birds of Prey. I'm just saying because
the cover looks kind of interesting, but honestly, it's not.
I wish it would be a more artsy cover because
it's a shit movie. It has good aspects.
There is a unaired episode of Celluloid Slaughter where we just talk for a half hour. That's our test episode about Birds of Prey, and I kind of want to just quickly go over a bit of that. I had such high hopes because, yes, I am a DC fan, but also the trailers and just the general story and the characters intrigued me so much. If we had just gotten a slightly more seriously toned movie, I think it would have been a lot better. But also, like, it wasn't the Birds of Prey movie, and they shouldn't have titled it that. They should have just named it Harley Quinn and the Introduction to the Birds of Prey, or something like that. Something that's more accurate than Birds of Prey and the Emancipation of Harley Quinn.
It didn't need Birds of Prey in the title.
It's not even the fucking Birds of Prey, because none of the characters are accurate.
Why didn't you just make the...
Why is Cassandra Cain not Cassandra Cain?
Gotham City Sirens and Birds of Prey were the options she was given. Okay.
And she didn't take Gotham City Sirens, which could have given us fucking Poison Ivy and Catwoman and the characters that would have made more sense to be in the movie.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh no, listen, I'm here to tell you exactly why. Margot Robbie is not for female empowerment. I'm going to say that again, clearly. Margot Robbie is not for female empowerment. She's for Margot Robbie empowerment herself. She's only here to elevate herself on screen, no one else. Any character in that movie that's a female does not look as good, doesn't have any good scenes.
No, I would not say that.
Who?
Hold on, let me pull up the cast because I'm coming. Journey Smollett, I do she looked good as
Who?
Journey Smollett.
Who's that? The character.
Black Widow.
Character?
I mean, Black Canary. Black Canary looked good in that movie. Are you kidding
That's
me?
not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Fucking Mary
What I'm
Elizabeth
saying-
Winstead didn't look good in that
That's
movie.
not what I'm saying, Jim. She is not for helping out their characters become more popular than her.
That's what you're saying.
Yes. She does not want to be stepped over by characters that will make her look second fiddle. No one wants to be playing second fiddle on stage, you know? If you upstage the lead actor on screen or on stage in a play, you are in trouble. You're not supposed to do that. That's why she's doing this.
Because it could have been interesting. Because I'm just saying.
Why would you put yourself up against actors that are on the same acting caliber as you if you were Margot Robbie? You don't want to be upstaged by someone playing.
I wish it had been fucking Gotham City Sirens. Because
if you watch the Harley Quinn cartoon,
that's a good show.
It's a good character. It's good characters that she corresponds with. You know.
Yeah, I think the second. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. The second season was way too rushed for them to get it out. I feel like they should have just kind of held off because it was like a month after the first season came out. They're like, and here's the second season. Like, I like them. I like them. Just they should have given them. They should just give them more space. It's like, okay, you're kind of cramming me.
But at the same time, they were trying to tell the story as quick as they could because who knows if they're going to get canceled because they're going to go with the LGBTQ.
And that's something I wish they had done Gotham City Sirens instead for.
Yeah.
Because Harley Quinn is like one of the most popular LGBTQ characters.
So now you have this character who is proven popular in the form of cartoon with this relationship with Poison Ivy, and they're afraid to do it on screen? Or is it the fact that Margot Robbie is afraid that she'll be upstaged by someone else of the same caliber of actor? Like, put her up against with another star, you know? Right. Catwoman, Poison Ivy. She doesn't want to get overshadowed by them because
Mary Elizabeth Winstead could have been fucking Poison Ivy, and Journey Smollett could have been Catwoman. I'm just saying they're like literally those characters could have been interchanged and they would have been the same.
Their costume work, their whole character dynamic, their scenes are all separated.
I really didn't like the costume for Huntress. Like I know it's not her costume, and we technically get it with her little flip up mask at the end, but it's also like. You could have given her, like, one of the fucking most badass costumes as, like, a fucking hit assassin in this world.
Yeah.
Instead, you gave her, like, fucking chains around her torso.
Exactly, that's it.
I didn't understand that. Like, the rest of the costume, like, sure, I guess it makes sense for, like, mobility's sake and everything. But what are the chains doing for her other than weighing her down?
I don't know.
Is this, like, her fucking weighted fucking bracelets? Like, when she takes them off, she'll be moving, like, at super speeds and stuff? Like,
yeah.
They even had Ewan McGregor as Black Mask, who I am very adamant about hating that they killed his character because he would have been good as a reoccurring villain through the movies.
Just throw them.
You could make a series and have him be the villain. He is the main villain of the first one. He's the background villain of the second one, and then he's the main villain of the third movie. It's kill Victor Zsasz, sure, in a pretty lame way that I don't think he died from. I have to keep saying that so people believe it, so it becomes true, Joe, because why would he be stabbed to death from a fucking dart?
I don't know.
He's a guy who literally cuts himself just to make marks of how many people he's killed. He is someone who has bled a lot. He's not going to just bleed out easily. He's someone who's prepared for that, even if he's fucking tranquilized. But if it's as long as he was like Harley was, then he should be fine because he only got stabbed fucking once. By a crossbow bolt, and then he got stabbed by the dart. He shouldn't be dead. He should be a character that comes back. Black Mask should come back as Hush or somebody. Because it's just such a wasted... Have the fucking grenade... I've said this before in the unaired episode, but have the grenade just fucking tear his face apart and have that be the reason he wears the mask forever.
Yeah.
Like in the comics.
But he got blown into pieces, right?
He got fucking blown into pieces. Which, by the way... Gnarly kill, and I find it like to be a cool kill. Don't know why it was him that died like that though. Have that be Zsasz, because it feels like Zsasz was more of the fucking villain that they were trying to actually kill. Zsasz is really the one that's fucked over all these people. Zsasz is the one that gunned down the family. Yeah, Black Mask put the hit out, but it's like, okay, he's not the one who did the action. Zsasz is the one who kills all these people and cuts off their faces and stuff. He should be the one that they get the best kill for.
Yeah.
And now I just feel like Zaz is gonna be the recurring villain if they ever do a fucking sequel, which I thought they're gonna do.
Oh, they already canceled it. So I read, but you know how that.
You know what they should do? They should keep the sequel, but have Harley Quinn be in her own movie because this is no longer her story.
And
you want to know whose character is never gonna show up again? I bet you, fucking Cassandra Cain, the little kid. They had the most badass character in DC, the fucking most intelligent, like fucking competent fighter who could literally Batman has said, I will avoid fighting her because she could take me down in 3 hits. Because she literally sees people's pressure points and it's like, you're fucking down. You're dead. And it's like, you reduced her to being a fucking pickpocket.
That's so stupid.
All
right, Shame. It's not worth the energy.
Her parents were the most badass characters in DC.
It's good time to wrap it up. Let's
end this for recommendations.
Let's wind it down. That movie is so stupid.
Let's end with our recommendations about stuff
right.
we do like. You want to go first? I've got some stuff prepared if you want time.
Yeah. Give me a little bit of a second.
Okay, so I suggest if you're going to watch a TV show, you should watch Pennyworth.
What is that?
It is the origin story of Alfred Pennyworth, the butler.
Oh.
And everyone shit on it because it's like, oh, Batman's butler got a TV show. The fucking show is awesome. Alfred comes back from World War II, a fucking kid and everything. His friend just died and everything. Yeah. And he's like, I'm going to go into the whole security business. And the dude is fucking toppling secret governments in Britain and stuff. Fucking working with Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne and everything. Because they're fucking CIA, Joe. That's their characters. And he's fucking helping the CIA. He's taking them down and everything. He's creating all these fucking villains. He's taking on Jack the Ripper's fucking descendants.
Okay.
It's so fucking awesome.
Okay.
And they literally meet the devil and have to make a deal with him.
Oh, okay.
It's like, this sounds like insane, but it's so good. And it's so fucking gnarly, the kills, but everyone fucking avoids the show. And it's like, this was good, and this is never going to get another season because you guys wouldn't fucking actually support it.
I like the character, the actor that they had for Alfred in The Joker, who's also starred in the Black Mirror episode. I
liked him too. I was like, oh man,
right when
this
I saw
as good as Alfred.
I'm like, oh.
I want to see more of him.
Yeah, and like he's just like
Okay, so I saw that Todd Howard, not Todd Howard, the guy who made Skyrim. Todd Phillips had said like, I would love to see people do more like. Yeah. What does Batman become in my universe? Did he actually say that, or was that just somebody saying that he said that?
I don't know. I've only heard what you say and other people have said.
I really hope he said that because I would love to see the Batman of that universe, and just because I want to see more of the Alfred.
Well, I would like a really like dirty version of the glossed up Batman world we've seen.
Yeah, I want to
like a not a overly heroic Batman either. More like a Darren Aronofsky's version of Joker, like a Batman, you know?
So, it's not a show or a movie or anything, but there is a very popular comic series at the moment that's still ongoing called Batman Whitest Night. Joker becomes sane, and he's like, I've never been the criminal you have. And he even shows us by one day not doing a single crime, but he just was there. Like, he's on parole and everything.
Yeah.
And Batman's just fucking chasing him. Destroying the city while Joker's just fucking riding on a motorcycle, like, obeying the laws and everything. Batman's destroying everything, fucking chasing him, like, we gotta get him! And it's like, Batman, you're the villain, not me.
Yeah, he's a crazy person.
No, he is. And he then turns on him and everything. But it's like, it's such gritty, such like a animalistic Batman and everything. And the story is so good. Fucking, Joe, a lot of people die. But that's my suggestion for a TV show. And my suggestion for a movie is I suggest you go watch Halo Forward Unto Dawn.
Okay.
It is one of the only actual Halo movies that is in live action, Joe, not animated or anything. Because that's what most of the Halo movies are. They're just 3D animations or like very weirdly animated. But the guy who plays Master Chief is the same guy who played Colossus in the X-Men movies.
Oh.
And I was going to bring that up earlier, forgot to. And it has one of my favorite looks for Master Chief in live action. It's like, it's a really like bulky suit and everything. It's like, yeah, this is what Master Chief's supposed to look like. It's a good movie. It's an origin for Halo 4 characters and stuff, but it's also like you see the perspective of the Marines.
Yeah.
In the first contact of whole like the Covenant attacking. This is the first attack. This is the people's first time seeing Spartans in action, and it's like you get introduced to like some really cool characters. I thought it was really good.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched anything lately.
No.
But there's an old David Bryan movie, the lead of the band Talking Heads. He made a movie called True Stories.
Yeah.
It's a pretty interesting, unique movie. It's funny, like half musical, half like not, but it's like it's very quirky, with John Goodman in it as well. Worth a watch.
Any TV shows?
TV. I haven't really watched anything.
Maybe something that's on your list that you want to watch that.
I guess I'll watch a couple episodes of the newest season of Family Guy. That show's still going. How is that still going?
I don't know. I thought that like ended.
Yeah, I thought he gave up on it too, but
Well, he gave up on it. I don't know if that means that.
Yeah.
That's still. I don't know why it's still going.
Yeah,
felt like it hit its peak a bit ago.
It's making money for the studio.
That's the only reason any of those shows still exist.
Exactly.
Like in Simpsons died when Apu left.
That's so stupid.
We want Apu. We want Apu.
Jim, you're gonna get us canceled.
But why? He was one of the most functional characters, and it was good.
Jim,
he's a person of color who's a functional person.
I'll tell you why.
The most normal person, and everyone's like, but he's played by a white guy. It's a voice actor. Samurai Jack was played by a black guy, and nobody knew that.
Jim. Frank Azaria makes a stereotypical voice of what an Indian guy sounds like. They already had whole episodes dedicated to this about 10 years before the argument was brought up.
Yeah.
That resolved the issue. His Apu's whole family already confronted him like, why do you talk like this? Because we don't talk like this and we're Indian. You know?
Yeah, and
they removed all the Quickie Mart style merch from the Quickie Mart itself.
Remember when they go like, oh, sir, you can't say that here.
I went back again and last year, and they removed all the Quickie Mart merchandise from Quickie Mart itself. No mentioning of Apu anywhere.
Are you still not allowed to say thank you, come again?
I didn't even try. There wasn't even a reason. I did want the employee shirts.
Dead. Let it die.
Oh God.
We have to talk about those movies at some point. You know that, right?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
I don't. You can't say that his voice was offensive when you'll be okay with other shows doing it when it is.
What about all the other characters in the? Well,
that's the point. They're all fucking stereotypes. Even the ones of white people. Fucking Homer is a stereotype of the white dad, and everything. It's like everyone is stereotyped on the show. It's not just Apu. But like on Big Bang Theory, the guy did the exact same accent, and it was like, this isn't how he normally talks. Why do they have him talking like this and nobody says anything? It's the same fucking network too. It was the same network, and it's like, why does nobody talk about this?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then it's fucking just on shows and stuff. People do the same accent. No one says anything, but it always comes back to The Simpsons, and they're doing offensive accents. So why was Apu, a guy who was like one of the most functional, best people in Springfield, one of the most kind-hearted guys, one of the best fucking morally good characters?
Yeah, I think he was my favorite character on the show. All right, I think that's a good way.
Yeah, that's good. We end on everything we hate.
Oh yeah,
we're supposed to talk about what we like.
That's cool. Like, do you like? You want to try some DMT?
Hey Joe, let's try some DMT real quick. Go talk to gods and forget about it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for listening. This was another episode of Celluloid Slaughter. We're gonna try to make this a weekly thing, and we're also gonna try to branch off from just doing this on YouTube. I really hope you all enjoy this because we kind of enjoyed making this, I think.
Indeed.
And as time goes on, so will the quality. Thank you all for listening, and goodbye.